What's up, everybody? It's your boy Eddie, aka Durio 1000, aka a solo tripper. Thank you for visiting today. Today is December 20th, 2022. The end of the year is near. Thank you for being here. Today, I wanted to talk about a tweet from one of the guys in the boxing YouTube boxing community. And he posted, "Who is the man at 135 lightweight?" He posted a picture of Devin Haney, Frank Martin, who had a great win over Michelle Rivera this weekend. He posted Shakur Stevenson. And he's posted Keyshawn Davis and Isaac Cruz. Now, who is the motherfucking man? Who's that man? Alright, so this is my perspective on that question. Let's review who is in the lightweight division, who is in the rankings to even be considered the man. Now, we have Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, he is one of the men who definitely should be considered the man. He is motherfucking great. He sells out seats, gets buys, gets eyes, and he might be the most well-known amongst the lightweights, right? So you have Gervonta Tank Davis. And one of the reasons why he might be considered the man is because it's been rumored that he's leaving PBC. I don't know. I'm not inside. I'm just hearing rumors of it. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Maybe he might be leaving the money team. Maybe he might be staying with Al. I don't know. So, you have that. Then you have Keyshawn Davis. He is signed with Top Rank. And Keyshawn Davis, he has... How many fights does Keyshawn have? Keyshawn only has 7 fights. So, at this point in time, even though I watched all of Keyshawn fights and he's looked great during all of the fights, being that he only has 7 fights and hasn't really stepped up to... he hasn't fought anyone who has a recognizable resume. He hasn't fought anybody who's 19-0, 20-0, 30-0, or anybody like that. Or even has, fought somebody who has 30, 40 fights and not just a journeyman or not past his prime. So, Keyshawn, keep going. You're looking good. Take your time and you'll get there. Now, the next person is Frank Martin, right? Frank Martin surprised me this weekend. I was about to put up money against Frank Martin, but I was so unsure that I didn't do it. Because I saw Michelle Ali Rivera, and he looked good for most of his past fights. I watched all of his highlights, and it looked like he can crack. But the thing is, Frank White is an American. Not Frank White. Frank Martin is an American. And he is in the camp of, or in the company of Errol the Truth Spence. So, and I looked at his highlights, and he hasn't really fought anybody too noticeable with a great resume yet. Well, except this weekend he fought someone. Michel Rivera. He was, I believe, 20-0, 20-0, or 22-0. Let me check to see. What was? He was 20. Michel Rivera was 24-0. 24-0. So that is a very noticeable win. I mean, that take big balls, to fight someone who's 24-0, and Frank Martin is only 17 fights or 16 fights in, right? So, shout out to Frank Martin, doing it good. He's definitely in the argument to be the man. But let's keep going, shall we? Let's talk about Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz, from my perspective, as a fan, as a casual, I've heard that he's turned down a couple fights. So even though he did do a good job against Tank, he put up a hell of a fight against Tank. Even though there's rumors that Tank was hurt, but nonetheless, when you're in the ring, all that shit don't matter to us casuals. We want to get in. We want to see a good fight. So I would say that Isaac Cruz, he lost to Tank, so he can't be considered above Tank, being that he lost to Tank. So there's that. Next, we have Vasily Lomachenko. He definitely should be considered the man, right? And I would say Teofimo, but let's go with Lomachenko. Because Lomachenko lost to Teofimo, so I can't include Lomachenko without mentioning Teofimo. But the thing is about Teofimo is pending my favorite fighter at lightweight. I put money on him for the Lomachenko fight, and I won a lot of money. Well, me a lot of money against Lomachenko. So shout out Teo. But after the Lomachenko fight, Teo has changed. He has changed. He changed with George Cambosa's fight. Campo, he looked pretty good in Campo. And this last fight, there were a lot of question marks that weren't answered. We know that Teofimo is talented, skilled, athletic. We know that. But something's going on up here. I don't know if it's something in the ring, out the ring, life. He's still young. I don't know if he's who he knows or what's being taught to him, or sometimes when you grow up turning into a man, you start looking at life differently. You go from a boy into a man, and you put away childish things, but you also open up a door to things that you didn't know existed. So it could be whatever. I don't know. I don't want to speculate what's going on in his life, but there's something going on up here that I hope he fixes. His father is a great guy, has the best intent, and I want to say, from a casual, I'm not in Teofimo's corner or anything like that. Against Lomachenko, they brought in a trainer or a coach who assisted with that fight, and Teofimo was, I remember it was either top rank, one of those all access type things, and Teofimo was like on a computer, focusing, making sure to stay focused for like 30 minutes. He was doing something on the computer, and boom, 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 boom. And he was doing all that for like 30 minutes, and he was like, he had elevated his regimen, his training regimen, to like another level. So I went back and looked at some of his fights. I'm like, damn, this is before he became my favorite fighter. I'm like, damn, this dude is fucking good. And then I put my money, first time putting money on him against Lomachenko. He won. So, shit, obviously he became my favorite fighter after winning me motherfucking money, right? But something changed after the Lomachenko fight. Something changed. Even he started talking like, I don't want to say, and I'm just going by what he said on TV to everybody. I'm not going by what rumors, but he just started talking philosophically, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, I expect that in a way, but at the same time, I expect, you know, I don't know, something. My gut is just telling me something isn't right. Like I said, he's growing, and it's just part of he's growing up in front of the camera. His life is there for everyone to see. So I'm not criticizing him at all. I hope he, you know, gets better, and I wish him the best. So that's what I'm saying. He's pending my favorite fighter at lightweight, right? And then let's go back to Lomachenko. You can't really mention Lomachenko because he was beat by Teofimo. All right. So next on the list we have Devin, the Dream, Haney. Now, Devin Haney, I wasn't sold on Devin Haney. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, a long time ago, I wasn't sold on Devin Haney. I remember him fighting Gamboa. I'm like, why the heck is he fighting Gamboa? But again, I'm a casual. I'm a casual. I'm not a boxing historian. I'm a casual. So I saw that fight. I'm like, yeah, he did good. He boxed his ass off. And then I saw him go up against Linares, and he put up basically on a clinic, and he got rocked at one time, you know. I'm like, damn, he's not doing too bad. And then, who did he fight after Linares? He fought Jojo Diaz. Was it Jojo Diaz? It was Jojo Diaz. Yeah, Jojo Diaz. Looked good against Jojo Diaz. So, and then after Teofimo lost to Kambosos, Devin Haney did something spectacular, but not anything that hasn't been done before. But he left the zone and said, what I need to do to get to Kambosos. I want to become undisputed. And at the time, George Kambosos had all the belts except the one Devin Haney had. And I'm as a casual, I looked at Teofimo as undisputed. So, but I know it was disputed. You dig what I'm saying? I look at Teofimo as undisputed once he beat Lomachenko. But again, it was disputed that Devin Haney also has a belt. So, Devin Haney went over to fight. He left the zone to fight Kambosos. He became a free agent, which means that you're your own man. You are the man when you cut ties with something that's holding you back. Right? He said, yo, Zone, gotta go. I need this undisputed. Boom. Not only that, he went over to Australia to do it. He didn't say, oh no, I can't go. He left his daddy. He left his daddy to go over there and fight in Australia in George Kambosos' back motherfucking yard. Big balls. Pause. So he went over there, beat George Kambosos not once, but twice in his own motherfucking backyard. In his own backyard. Now shout out to George Kambosos. Hey, everybody loses sometime. You know, you tried, you did your best, George. George, I mean, he was alright, you know what I'm saying? And now I mentioned George, I gotta mention back to my dog, my quote unquote favorite fighter, Teofimo, when he fought George Kambosos. He was like, that was a close. I think Teofimo and George Kambosos was a closer fight than I think a lot of people realize. You could have gave it to George, and I can't argue with people who said that George didn't do enough to dethrone the champ. But George won. Shout out to George. He won and got beat by Devin Haney. Now I always thought, again, going back to Devin Haney, I always thought that he was ducking Teo. I always thought Devin Haney was ducking Ryan. I always thought he was ducking Loma. But Devin Haney wasn't ducking no motherfucking body. Devin Haney want that smoke. Alright? So he left there and then boom. He undisputed. And now then he got in the ring with Lomachenko after he beat Jermaine Ortiz. So not only is Devin Haney undisputed, not only did he leave his dad to go over and fight in Australia, not only did he beat George Kambosos twice in his own backyard, he got in the ring with Lomachenko and called him out and said, let's fight. Now, we know that Lomachenko was like, oh, heavyweight. You heavyweight. That's, you know, I don't want to say, because I know boxing for cutting weight is like an art. You know, you have big guys and they excel on cutting weight and then rehydrating to be big again. I got that as part of the game. I get it, you know, and I'm saying this because Lomachenko was like, yo, you're a heavyweight, you know what I'm saying? So, but Devin Haney's growing. Devin Haney wants to fight Lomachenko. And I think Lomachenko, I don't know. I don't know. He said he wanted it. But this is the second time Devin Haney called out Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying? So I think Haney really wants Lomachenko. So the last person that we need to talk about is Shakur Stevenson. Alright, Shakur. I wasn't sold on Shakur either. I'll tell you that. You know, before I put up money, I lost money with Shakur when he fought Jamel Herring, because I'm like, Shakur is good, but Jamel Herring just beat, what was the dude name he beat? Was it Carl Frampton or one of the guys overseas, one of the UK guys? And he knocked him out. Like, damn. But, boy, was I motherfucking wrong. Damn. So, and then he went on to face Oscar Valdez, put the beats on Oscar Valdez, And who has he fought since Oscar Valdez? He fought who did Shakur fight after Oscar Valdez? Robson Conceição. He put up another good clinic with that fight. So Shakur is moving up to 135 where Devin Haney reigns. Is he reigning? Oh yeah, he got a title defense. Undisputed defense. So yeah, he's reigning at 135. Now Shakur, is Shakur the man though? Shakur is signed with Top Rank, but Shakur has, he has a solid deal. I don't know how long the contract is. Again, I'm a casual. He's not like Devin Haney. Devin Haney signed 3-fight deals with Top Rank to get undisputed. He fought Lomachenko twice, and now he's looking for Lomachenko, who is signed with Top Rank. But Shakur Stevenson, he's with Top Rank. I don't know the deal, but I know he's not a free agent. Well, I don't know that. He doesn't appear to be a free agent, right? So he's calling out guys that aren't in the Top Rank. Like, he's calling out Pitbull. Pitbull is over at PBC. He can't fight Pit. Well, he can't, but it's not likely that PBC or Al Heyman would let Shakur fight Pitbull. And who else is he calling out? He's calling out. Who else he called out? He called out Kambosos. Called out Kambosos. And everybody's turning him down. Now Shakur Stevenson is good. I'm sold on Shakur. But I want to see him at 135. So he's coming from 130 to 135. He can't be the man at 135 at this point. We need to see him at 135 because when you move up, even though you're going from 130 to 135, those 5 pounds are very important. And I can't give him the man at 135 when he has not fought at 135 just yet. But being that people are spooked of him at this point and he hasn't fought anybody, it means that he might be the man in the future. But right now, Devin Haney, hands down, is the man at 135. He's the man at 135. Now, I don't know how long he's going to stay at one. I don't know how much longer he's going to stay at 135. I have a feeling that Lomachenko might drag this out. Get Devin Haney. Devin Haney's only 22, 23, 24 years old. He's still growing. So when you grow, the harder it is to make weight. And, he might get in there with Lomachenko overweight. At which point, he can't be the man at 135. But at this point in time, his last fight is at 135. His next fight, he intends to be at 135. So, at this point, Devin Haney's the man. Devin Haney is the man. So, this is my video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'm out.